Hello guys, welcome back to Python Basic Tutorial Series Day 9 class. It's me Ashmat M. Shetty taking you people to understand the basic concept of Python. In my previous class, we have discussed about looping constructs that are for loop and while loop along with example program. Today we are going to discuss about new concept called break and continue statement. In looping construct allows programs to repeat tasks efficiently, but in certain situation when some particular condition occurs, we may want to exit from the loop or skip some statements of the loop before continuing further in the loop. These requirements can be achievable by using break and continue statements in the Python. Python provides these statements as a tool to give more flexibility to the programmer to control the flow of execution of a program. So let us see now break statements, how we can make use of the break statements along with some example programs. So what is this break statement does means the break statements alters the normal flow of execution as it terminates the current loop and resumes execution of the statements following the loop. So whenever we need to stop the flow of control or flow of execution in our program, we use the break statement. So let us have one example now. For that, take a new file. So I am going to demonstrate the example for break statement now. So let's take number variable. So we use for loop here for num in range of 10. In this, what I am going to do is assign the number is equal to num plus 1. That means incrementing the number value each time the for loop executes. After that, I am checking the condition here when if num is equal to 8. So what I am going to do, I am applying break here. So these statements, what it happens, if the loop comes to the number 8, then it will stop the loop and it will come out of from the loop. So after this, I am going to print num as value, it is num. Okay, after that encountered break statement, that's why out of loop. Okay, so let's execute this program, save this program, run it, check the result now here. See the range we have given 0 to 10. So before that I have incremented, so that's why it is starting from 1, num as value 1. So till 7 we are getting output. After that it checks the condition if num is equal to 8. So when the num is equal to becomes 8, then loop is going to break. That's why the loop is broken and control came out of from the loop. Okay, understand? Well guys, now let us see next topic, continue statement, how it will work in the program. When a continue statement is encountered, the control skips the execution of the remaining statements inside the body of the any loop and it jumps to the beginning of the loop for the next iteration. Let us see how it will work now. We'll copy the same program and write in new file. Here I am going to change the code like 3 if num is equal to 3 and I will make it as continue now. I will change continue and here also I will make it as continue. Okay, fine. Now in this code what it will happen, if number is equal to 3, it will exclude the number 3 and it will print all other numbers in the range. Okay, now execute the program. Now run. Okay, now check the program. Compare with previous one with the break statement. Here what happens, from 1 to 3 is not printing because we have excluded the 3 here. You can check here if num is equal to 3, then continue, then it stops the for loop and it again jumps back to the next iteration. Okay, that next iteration is from 4 it starts, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 until 10. After 10 the loop is ended. Understood? Like this we can use the break and continue statement. Okay guys, now let us see more examples along with these two statements. Okay, in this program I am going to find the sum of all the positive numbers entered by the user. If the negative number entered by the user, the control should end the program and it should print the sum of the positive numbers. Okay, for that let us take variable entry now. Entry is equal to first initially 0, make it as 0, then sum 1, initially sum 1 also 0. Now I am going to ask the enter the number to find their sum. Okay, negative number, then it ends the loop. Okay, now we use while loop here. While use the boolean condition true. If the condition is true, until that while loop will get executed. Here I am going to check the condition now, that is entry is equal to int of input. I am taking the input from the user now and converting that input into integer type. After that I am going to check the condition by using if condition, that is if entry less than 0, that means negative, then it should break. After break, we can do the summation of the positive numbers, that is sum plus is equal to entry. After that, we should print the result, that is sum of positive numbers is, okay, that is sum 1. Now save the program and run it. So enter the number to find their sum. Let's give some numbers. It should accept the all positive numbers by the user. If the user enters the negative number, it should compute the summation of the all entered positive numbers and end the loop. Let us check now. I'm going to enter the negative number now. See, the loop is ended and it is giving the summation of all the positive numbers, that is 1 plus 5 plus 4 plus 8 is equal to 18. So like this we can make use of the break statement here. So now let us see one more example with break statement to find out give a number is prime or not. Okay, for that we should take the number from the user. Okay, so num is equal to int of input enter number to find enter number to be checked. Okay, after this just we'll take one variable called flag and initially we make it as a 0. After that we are going to check one condition, if number is equal to greater than 1. So if number is equal to greater than 1, I am going to use for loop here for I in range of 2 comma int of num by 2. So here what I am going to do, I am initializing the range and converting the num by 2 into integer type. So now let's check one more condition to find the prime number, that is the number should not leave the remainder 0. For that we should use the modulus operator here. If num percentage, that is modulus operator, I is equal to 0, then I am going to change the status of the flag is equal to 1 now. So that means here I am going to indicate the number is not a prime. So now once that we came to know number is not a prime, I am going to break the loop. So break. After that I want output to be displayed. For that one more if condition I want to apply here, that is if flag is equal to 1, then print num comma is not prime, else print num comma is a prime. Understood the logic, right? Okay, now we'll have else part for the first if condition, that is print enter number is less than or is equal to 1. So execute again. Okay, save the program. Now run the program. So enter the number to be checked. So first we'll check prime number, 7 is a prime, and once again run the program. Now check for the not prime number, 20 is a not prime number. We'll have another examples. 11 is a prime number and 22 is not prime number. Okay, so like this we can make use of break statement in the to check the prime number here. Okay, fine. And now let us have another example program. Okay, for that take a new file. Okay guys, now let us modify the same program to check prime numbers from the given range. For example, if I say from 2 to 50, what are all the prime numbers comes? I want to display all those prime numbers at a time. To do so, we can make use of nested loops. So nested loop means nothing but using the loop inside the another loop. So let us check now how we can make use of that and how we can get the output. Now first we take number, and prime number start from 2. You know that 1 is not necessary here, so I am assigning number into 2. So after that I want one for loop here. For I in range, I am going to use the range function. So from 2 to 50 I am going to demonstrate now here. I am going to find out the prime number from 2 to 50. Okay, colon. Now I want another variable j is equal to that also initially 2, and I am using now while loop inside the for loop. Okay, while j is less than or is equal to I divided by 2, then colon, then I need to check the condition, that is by using if condition. Now I percentage this logic, you know, the modulus I percentage j is equal to 0 until that. So now if that condition is true, we are going to break it. That means number is not factor found. That's a breakout of the while loop. That's why. And now after that we need to increment the j value, that is j plus is equal to 1. Increment the j value by 1. And one more if condition I need to check here, that is, see, if j greater than I by j, then the I is going to be prime number. So now I want to print the I value. For that, I is a prime number. Okay, so after that we'll print for the first loop. Now save this nested. Now run the program. See, we got output, that is from 2 to 50. I gave the range from 2 to 50 to find out the prime numbers. So here the prime numbers from 2 to 50 are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47. These are all the prime numbers from 2 to 50. So you can give them any range here. For example, we can make it as 100 here. So save and run here. So we are getting output from 2 to 100 here. See, it has changed the output. So like this you can make use of the nested loop to find out this type of outputs. Okay, so guys, today we have learned continue statement and break statement along with nested loop with the hands-on example program. So I hope this class found very interesting and informative to you all. So practice all these programs and learn easily with my code. Okay, and like the video and share to your friends. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye bye.